Hey there everyone, welcome to 999 number 2, Virtue's Last Reward. Thank you someone in comments who mentioned that we'd actually gotten all 4 codes because one of them was given to us by Zero Senior. And that made me look around, and yeah, there's a thing that says Director's Office Bob number 1 deactivation code. All 3 of the ones I currently have come from Dio in various endings, but this one is different. I don't think I have this one yet. Or I don't think I wrote this one down, because I've only got 3.
Now, let's move. It is somewhat more. I realize this. It is the password to disarm. Are you ready? I will only say this. The password to disarm. BQZ. RGJ.
Yep, I don't have this one.
DXR.
BQZ, RGJ, DXR. Alright, there is the 4th and final one. So actually, I may have talked about this already, but my theory on what's going on right now is I'm almost actually, now that I was talking about this, I'm almost positive I've said this once, but it definitely feels like Zero Senior is trying to tap into the ability to move between time zones, because like that message is designed to play. Actually, that's a really good point, because if Dio came in and set these bombs, why is Zero Senior giving us a deactivation code? Because Dio is trying to stop this experiment. Zero Senior, in theory, doesn't even know this is happening, so how does he have one of the codes? That's actually, I hadn't considered that before. That's a really good question. Okay. So then come back over here. I'm not sure which one is which. Honestly, what I just got is bomb number 2.
You got it? Hook it up.
All right.
Okay, hurry it up. Plug in the password.
I love it, it's like done.
Calm down. You probably...
Yep, go through this again. Yeah, Oh, I should have written down which one. I'll go ahead and jot this as number 1's password. And I believe the one I just got was number 0, but... Okay, so... Let's just go through them. LXA... Q... Oh no, that I know I had that one. I know I had that one. Where's backspace? So... EQD DYRNTK. Alright, so that's this one.
Damn, this is crazy. So you did know it.
I did, because I pay attention unlike you.
Don't scare me like that, alright?
It's also there's a good, another good question that just occurred to me is, why is Sigma better at remembering than Phi is? Phi is like an all or nothing memory. She either knows exactly what's going on, or she barely has any understanding. Whereas, and the whole time up until now, I thought it was because Sigma was was a robot, but yet the only modification he has is in his arms, not in his brain. Just gonna remember it first, and it kind of floated up. Or maybe it drifted down.
Whatever. The point is, we disarmed the thing. Amazing.
You sure don't sound very amazing.
Okay. That just leaves us with the last bomb.
No, there's 2 more.
It's
It's in the garden.
right. Let's go take care of it while you're on a roll with these things.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's go!
I got the input device tightly and headed off after her. The problem is I don't think we know where the number 0 bomb is. We only know that it exists. So that's going to be another issue that we have to, like, figure out. So I can't get all the way through here, but just because I've got this stupid notepad open, I want to get through as much as I can so that I don't have to come back later.
Finally. How many minutes left?
Less than 10.
It's okay. We can still make it. Just stay calm, all right? You have the input device?
Nope, I left it. That would be kind of funny, although also tragic. There we go. connected.
Okay, go. We've done this twice all. Do you really need a third pep talk?
We remember another password.
Exactly.
When are you remembering some passwords?
What else would I be talking about? Don't sweat it. You did great the last 2 times. I'm sure this one will be a cakewalk. 3rd time's the charm, right?
That's, not really how that's used. Where the lines are going to strike twice, or thrice in this case, I guess.
No, I think mine still works. There's nothing to suggest the 1st and 2nd times aren't charmed, too.
Yours, what still works?
Whatever. Just do it. You're the only person who can.
You can jump to other worlds too,
Yeah,
right?
but I can't remember things as well as you, all right?
I love how she just looks so dead. She's like, oh my god, don't make me say this out loud.
I'm doing the best I can, but either I haven't seen the stuff you have, or I just can't remember it. Maybe we've been going to different worlds. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
counting on you.
Remember. Come on, lightning can strike, or even 3 times. But yeah, we've got it. I do wish I knew which bomb this was, though. You can do it. I'm guessing this is bomb number 1, though, because this isn't bomb number 0. And, I literally just got the number 1 password, so I know I haven't used it already. It's nothing, you're a champion. Come on, so you can do... Okay, come on. I get why they're doing this, but it's also frustrating because if I'm here at this point, I know it. I wouldn't be playing through this if I didn't. BQZ RGE. Nope. RGJ DXR. Yep. All right. Suck on that, you arrogant son of a bitch. I haven't had this satisfied in ages. Is he gonna remember about the 0 bomb? My whole brain's just swimming in endorphins. I think it's gonna melt and dribble out my ears. This is without a doubt what heaven feels like. Honestly, I feel like I could fly right now. Bye. Hey, what's going on? You're really harshing the vibe here. You kill your spot. We just saved everybody. Oh, also, not that I need or anything, but it sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. Well, I'll swimsuit for you just like I promised. Swimsuit thing will be fine, really, but... Even listening...
I am. You said you wished there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't really...
I hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish. I remembered something, too. Just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bombs.
Yep, okay, that's how we find out about in this timeline.
I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about them.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more.
And again, that's the big thing is, why is Zero Senior telling us the deactivation code of one of the bombs? I wonder if Zero Senior also has this ability and he wants to learn more about it. And that's why he's trying to find people that have this, you know, that have the same gift, so they can kind of like, he can use those subjects and compare notes and to find out how it works. Because if that's the case, then Zero Senior might be like finding out about this from Dio from a timeline we don't ever get a chance to see, and then planting this in a different timeline to let us get to it.
Bomb number 0.
Suddenly I remembered it too. I say those very words in the 4B warehouse.
Looks like you remember it, too. How much time do we have?
5 minutes? 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up! We need to get to the 0 bomb!
We need to put the rest of the bomb and turn to chase after it. Go, show me where the bomb is.
Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me!
I mean, we both remember the same conversation. Dio didn't tell us. I thought, well, I know where the bomb is. Oh shit, you don't know either? Damn it. What are we supposed to do now? We can't deactivate the bomb if we don't know what the damn thing is.
Calm down, just You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue somewhere. Pretend you're Dio. You need to hide the bomb. Where would you hide something important?
Well, if he's like Fat Man, he'd hide it like in his pants.
Right.
Hide. How does Dio work? Be continued? Yep. Okay, so we can't go past that one. We can apparently go past this. Which is 5 minutes to live. Yeah, we've already cleared those two all the way to the end. We have not gone down that betrayal path yet. And then this one is currently waiting on how can Phi and K be saved, which we don't know. Even though we actually do.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. Okay, let me skip until... Because we know this goes on for a while, and then it should stop. What, now that he knows his arms are metallic, he's going to have them cut off?
What's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
Gotta hand it to you. What the hell is that? I have cybernetic arms? Of course, my arms are artificial. I have bones with ABT exterior to mimic human skin. I had no idea why. I knew what my human arms I seem to remember having had been replaced. That flash of Luna I'd seen. I was certain it had never happened. Hardly mattered though. I survived, I could worry about them later. Arms were mechanical, however. That might be useful. Called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway. Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say?
What is Sigma doing? He's only got about 5 minutes and he's like wasting time talking to Dio, and then I'm wasting more of his time by talking to you guys about why he's wasting time talking to Dio.
Wanna come with?
I will remain here.
Really, why?
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. Get outside and call for help.
But
Do you think Dio will? He's the only one who gets out of here. There's no hope for the rest of us. He's the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
I gotta move, it was already too late. He grabbed the lever and threw it down. I'm not sure how this is any different than what I did before. I'm still just standing here waiting to die.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But just you, Kay.
Huh?
You turned to look at me, I crouched. I every bit of strength of my weary body could supply. I launched myself towards him like a coiled spring. Slammed into his legs, like into the floor, and wrapped my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
That's an interesting way of getting back at people. every leg, my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. Ignore the pain, tightened my grip with every blow.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here.
Well, it's already been more than 9 seconds just in this, like, dialogue.
I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot!
He began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit, heading straight through the door. The gate was already beginning to close. A few feet to spare before it shut, across the threshold and be up. Okay, you're really bad at this.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go! The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Is that the point? But it's already gotten into his bloodstream, obviously, because he's having effects from it. Alright, see you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
Again, a reference to that he's not young, because that's like the first thing we found out as well. Now, I'm going to live. So he's using the door in order to...
The number 9 door has closed.
But now he also... Well, I guess he doesn't need his bracelet anymore to open the white doors, because they're all open now.
This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
The announcer's voice great inside my skull. I felt tired. So very, very... I felt my eyes flutter closed. And then, nothing. Infirmary. I kind of figured that we go to the infirmary. Like, where else would we go at this point?
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
You're in the infirmary. Look at the bottom of your screen, man. It says it right there. I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant...
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out. Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you.
Why?
But I was in the AB room. That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach.
Damn.
I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
After he knocked you out, you voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
On the other side of the number 9 door.
Then why did he say he couldn't abandon me if he actually, like, attacked another person in order to get to 9?
With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
Really? I was pretty surprised when I found out.
I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
Looked down on my left hand. It was out where my left hand should have been. So there was a stump wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure. I meant letting Dio betray me. I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah, how's Quark?
I'm right here!
Man, I'm glad to see you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right?
I sure did, because I'm a stand-up guy, but not a stand-up comedian. Don't ask for jokes.
Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
Seemed they shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now I'd made a deal with Dio and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Over and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is.
I wonder if this is information we need, because we've actually found this in a different timeline.
That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Which gets back to what I kind of theorized at one point, that the whole point of the AB game isn't necessarily to, you know, it's a punishment for people that cheat and betray others, leave them behind, because you leave them behind in the safe area and then you go out to the infected area.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
I've already gone over it, but explain what I noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why a quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all of those measures? It didn't seem very likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after a disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First, we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the nonary game. That's actually the thing I hadn't really considered, was the pandemic that was going on. So, is it possible that we're trying to figure out exactly how to experience various timelines in order to use that information in order to find a timeline where the... Because that's the thing, we can gather information from different timelines. Is it possible? Because, like, ultimately, the timeline that is going to be canon is the one where everyone survives, most likely. If it's anything like Zero Escape, or 999, they're all Zero Escape games, not male. If it's like 999, the canonical ending is the one where everyone except for the Ninth Man lives, because the Ninth Man dies in every single timeline. So, probably similar here. There's a lot of different timelines, and a lot of people die in a lot of them, but the one that actually will be the official ending will be the ending where nobody dies. So if that's the case, is it possible that using our ability to see multiple timelines, we can actually choose to go back and embrace a timeline where the outbreak never occurred? And that seems a bit far-fetched to me, because it doesn't feel like something, right? The way the screen presents right now is that these timelines are all happening simultaneously, and obviously the ones in which we get trapped here aren't official, and the ones where we don't, you know, have a future. Going back into something that happened in the past, it feels very like something the Avengers wouldn't approve of. We're survivors you wanted to protect, why try and kill us? We were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this?
Zero's a bastard!
Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
And other things. Although, what do you mean after a while? Like, so we were just locked out the entire time? And he got bored of watching us be asleep? I don't know if it would make people you rescue play a game where they could die just because he was bored.
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
We kind of do now, because I almost died from it.
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? I forgot about the delay before the other stuff happens. I just didn't know Orlando was pointless.
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on.
That's very true. That's kind of like the old scientific idiom that says, God did it can never be a valid scientific criticism or scientific explanation, because then everything you ever wonder about is God did it.
You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
Made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
That's a very weird statement that I've never heard before.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How'd you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point. That someone did anticipate this pandemic.
I mean, yeah, that's the part of her analysis that seems potentially valid. Although, how did we get picked? Obviously, it has something to do with Fi and my ability, but how was everyone else here?
That part seems reasonable.
Clover and Alice would be here in order to inform us about the previous game. Tenmyoji is here because he was involved in the experiment that caused the pandemic to occur. Quark is here because I have no idea, but Tenmyoji is probably responsible because he said he should have never gotten Quark involved. No idea why Luna is here, other than the fact that Adam was going to be present and they needed someone to use it. Dio broke in. And K is a big effing question mark. Which actually means that, based on that interpretation, K is probably Zero. I don't know that I really believe that necessarily, but everyone else has a reason to be here, or wasn't supposed to be here. And then K, you know, doesn't have any logical reason to be here. And since we know there is a Zero, that kind of leaves him, though that also assumes that, you know, Zero wouldn't have a role to play. Like, Luna could just as easily be Zero and also have Adam nearby, so that doesn't really mean anything.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
If I'm going to say my real suspects for Zero at the moment are probably Fi, because Fi cannot use the ability to go between times as well as I can, so it would make sense for her to be doing an experiment on me in order to find out, although that does seem odd. Again, the whole fact that Zero knew one of the codes is just messing me up. But yeah, Fi has is the same point of the experiment, which means it's possible that she is Zero and is using me to further her understanding of her power. I don't think it's possible that it's Clover. Luna doesn't really make sense, although I guess she's possible. K is definitely possible. Dio is impossible. Zero is definitely not one of the Myrmidons, because the Myrmidons came here to stop Zero. Tenmyoji I don't see being possible because, like, A, someone he cared about got killed, and B, he definitely would not willingly put Quark in danger. Quark is possible, but I doubt it. It just doesn't feel right. Who am I forgetting? Alice is, I suppose, possible. She definitely has a lot of very specific knowledge, and they did retcon who she is from the first game. Because in the first game, it was definitely implied she was all ice, because of the way she showed up at the end. And then they had a completely different, but exactly matching person show up in the second game. So I guess my short list is Fi, Alice, and K. Definitely not Zero, definitely not Dio, definitely not me. Doubt it's Luna, doubt it's Tenmyoji, Clover, or Quark.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up. Right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
Well, not at the time we were abducted.
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species?
Thanks, Noah!
Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Yes. Repopulate. I'm trying to do quick inventory. God damn it, Sigma! 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That means I was the only young, fertile male. Population, huh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. The newspaper and the journal were right. They realized I was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go to expose ourselves to that? It should be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So? Are those answers going to open the number 9 door again?
I mean, until we have them, we don't know. Although that, obviously, it's actually not. The answers are going to help us in other timelines to get everyone out.
It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8 of us? But Dio and Kay left.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes... yeah. I'm sorry, Tomioji. That was insensitive of me to be like, wait! I can tell us who she is.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. I never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, murder is murder.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
No, because we know in a different timeline that Dio killed her. Found a knife and any kind of weapon in the AV room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else.
Man, you're just like making this up as you go along.
And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure. Okay. That does get back to the fact that, Tenmyoji knows her somehow. And I don't know what that means. If it means anything. Because it's still very interesting that Quark has no idea who she is. Looked down at the body of the old woman. I was the first to move. Only felt she went to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there, still distracted from the idea of repopulation. If she was dead, especially if she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. Her sounds when the fight suddenly stopped. Something out of the old woman's sleeves and hand fell out towards me. Kurashiki? I feel like I've seen that before. A card?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Never heard it before?
Nope. You?
Anything on the back? Wait a minute. Isn't Kurashiki, Oh, god damn it. Not... For some reason my brain keeps going to Ayame, but that's not her name. Kane? Is that her name? The June from... Because, yeah, the fact that it's Jumpy Doll definitely makes me feel like that's the thing. Because she always called Junpei Jumpy. But if this is only like a year or two after the first game, that can't be her. I wonder if it's Kane's mom. There's something written here. Ooh. I wonder if Tenmyoji, like, that's possible. So okay, so I wonder if Tenmyoji used to date or even was married or is married to Kane's mother. And so we don't know Tenmyoji's last name, do we? Because that would be... Because he also has a picture of Kane, doesn't he? And that makes sense if she's related to him. It says Jumpy Doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a password of some sort.
So we have the password to that one system. Now we see the And we still have that, like, GTF-DM-L-016 that I have no idea what that goes to. What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
It's handwritten, though. She must have put it here so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
I left the card over and I heard a commotion in the other part of the room.
Alice! What's wrong? Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
God dang it, Alice came down with it now. I turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
I'm the other in the room and skittled about the partition. Yep. There stood Alice, and wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was a motionless mask. She was not well. And her face was all too familiar. Quark. It was like Quark had before he went insane. What that meant.
Goodbye.
Her hand moved with the scalpel in the air and driving it towards her heart. Can we not stop her this time? It doesn't sound like it. That was definitely a squelch. All right, we got another like canonical ending. Go us. And next time, I will see you back on this screen when we will be deciding where to go. Although our options are very, very, very limited. We can go betray here. We can't go past this yet, or we can go down this. And I think we do have the password now, so we'll probably try and go over here. Look forward to it, guys.